Just all I know that everything was just weird. Anyways.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
All right, let's see.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
I made the touchdown.
He's into the end zone.
I made the touchdown. That's all that matters.
A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now under first-time head coach Brian Flores. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 15th NFL season, the man out of Harvard, Ryan Fitzpatrick. And from the outside, a lot of people thought, well, Ryan Fitzpatrick maybe just in a mentor role here, but don't tell that to him. As he mentioned to us, he thinks he can still play at a high level, and last year's numbers would seem to bear that out. He led the entire NFL in yards per attempt and yards per completion. He's still got it on 2nd down now.
Man, I did a false start.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
All right,
the
my
Buccaneers
character's
in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251,
that
and
was
can run.
Nearly
Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll buy some time right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. On the move to his left. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown.
In the end zone.
Mike Evans there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
We're going to score another touchdown, whether they like it or not.
Go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon
it just yet
and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Definitely going to score another touchdown. First person that's watching. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it.
Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age.
And guys, can you do me a favor and comment down below who you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win on Saturday? The Titans or the Ravens, I think? Well, just comment down below who do you think is going to win on Saturday at 8:15 p.m. San Francisco 49ers or the Vikings. Comment down below.
Now on first down, Drake again. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
What is he doing?
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter.
All right, let's do a base block.
I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good.
Sorry, Dolphins.
And this score will stay right where it is.
You didn't make it.
A 55-yard attempt. Normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sometimes those guys taken in the 7th round, you can think, oh, maybe he's just happy to be in the league. I don't think that's the case here.
And you know those actor friends that we have? How do they start every script?
How many actor friends?
What's my motivation?
Right.
Well, this guy's motivation is you get.
And he's into the
Oh my
end zone.
goodness! Look at that, guys.
Buccaneers from 6 yards away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, I could have made it. Could have made it through.
Return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Forced out to his left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Howard complete. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by as Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now Balaj. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Rosen will throw. And that is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
On the ground, Ellington. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's the backup Winston. And he floated one out there, incomplete. Jordan Leggett the target there, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Ellington. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Don't disrespect
him. A great effort there. 39 yards as the Buccaneers So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball.
This is
and when
too
you call running
easy.
play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and long here for Rosen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. And we'll see if he opts for a heavier dose of running plays because running is where they've had more success than in the passing game.
And the way they've spread it around to different people running it as well. It's not just been one principal guy who's carried the thing and moved the game forward for them. Whoever has touched it has given him good yardage. I think he's going to stay with that game plan. It takes the pressure off of him as a thrower.
A team effort, and they're winning on the scoreboard. Flush to his right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A nifty bit of scrambling there.
Touchdown.
12 yards, first down. He is tough to bring down Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Flushed out right. And he can't quite pick
goodness.
it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar.
Whoa!
But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance.
Imagine if you didn't have a helmet on
it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's kept them successful and has him in the lead.
I like that, too, the team effort, because when I was growing up, one guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
And spreading the wealth has been very effective. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost intercepted
So
as well.
second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Winston, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's the backup Gather, escaping the pressure right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Watson, 48 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I think if you played defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go down, and
that's
that
the
will do
end
it
of the third quarter.
Third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. Rosen now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Rosen. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup. Rosen now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw over the middle.
This game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it?
They're not going to
make it. Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Gabbert rolling to his right. Going deep. It's caught at the 10.
It's complete.
Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Gabbert now.
And it's caught.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching.
Finally, I finally scored a dang touchdown.
Here in the 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But
and
you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
There's no coming back on this game at all.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A play fake to Ballage. Now Rosen. It's complete to Graham. And they will eventually get him down.
They're going to score their first touchdown.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Never mind.
Noah spins.
It might not.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw.
Oh, yay, they scored their first touchdown of the game.
Score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now.
I'm so happy for them.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return.
Yeah, I'm not
going
to score a touchdown
to the 29-yard line.
But
the
it doesn't
Tampa
matter.
offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here,
oh,
it's
come
strictly
on.
for show. We got a plane to catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's the last play.
Now Allington.
It's done.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
That's the game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to
win of the
Bucs. The amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Well,
continually feeling like they're moving the
guys,
ball and
that's the game.
And clicking.
I hope you enjoyed it so much. I will be posting next week again on another game. I hope you enjoyed it once again and have a great day. Goodbye.